Welcome to a ship review and analysis of the Anvil Carrack. My name is Digital Master, and in this video we will discuss the Carrack and my interpretation of its purpose in the verse. We will then follow up with some considerations regarding its closest ship or vehicle competition and finish by providing my opinion on whether you should consider adding this to your fleet. If this is your first time watching one of my reviews, allow me to share my format. To begin, I go over the ship or vehicle description and stock loadout. From there, we discuss the ship's analysis and who I believe the ship is designed for. I then provide an analysis for the pledge price of the ship and share my subjective opinion on if you should consider picking one up via pledge. If that sounds good to you, let us get started. So let's begin with the manufacturer's description of the ship. The Anvil Carrack features reinforced fuel tanks for long-duration flight, an advanced jump drive, and a dedicated computer core for jump charting operations. Originally a military exclusive, the Carrack is now available for civilian use. Onboard accommodations include crew medical and repair facilities, and a mapping-oriented sensor suite. The Carrack is quite unique in that it is a self-sustaining exploration ship. Not quite capital class, but close and classified as a large ship. Originally designed as a military vessel, it has just about everything it needs to achieve its primary purpose, which is long duration and long distance exploration and pathfinding. In addition, it is designed to chart jump points. This ship has a fully operational medbay and repair facility complete with drones. It has reinforced fuel tanks designed for long-duration flight, meaning getting stranded is quite the foreign concept to this ship. The Carrack also has a Pisces Scout snub ship as well as a Ursa rover for ground traversal. Additionally, as mentioned, it has drones, specifically unmanned explorer drones, which I believe may be able to be swapped out or interchangeable with other drone types. Though not yet in game, it is going to have titanium reinforced blast covers capable of sealing off the cockpit or bridge windows. In blast mode, it is expected to continue operational flight via onboard sensor technology. Now on to its notable weaknesses. The Carrack is definitely a multi-crew vessel and performs at its best with a full crew, as one might expect. To that end, I am hard-pressed to find a fundamental weakness in this ship. If there was a weakness, it would probably have to be that the pilot does not have control over any weapons. For what this ship is designed to do, which is just about every facet of exploration, it is completely capable of achieving this at a very high level. So, for the ship's loadout, it has a 1-size-3 Reliance power plant. This is an industrial grade B class. It also has 1-size-3 Agni or Agni quantum drive. This is also industrial grade B. It carries 2-size-3 Ice Flush coolers, which will also be industrial grade B. For its shields, it has 2-size-3 Barbicans, which are, you guessed it, industrial grade B. For radar, we have 2-size-2 surveyors, which are industry grade A, 2-size-1 E-counter or E-cooters, which are military grade A, and 1-size-1 unknown grade A. Its class is also not currently listed. For thrusters, we have 4-size-1 main thrusters, 16-size-1 maneuvering thrusters, and 2-size-1 retro thrusters. Onto its turrets. We're looking at 4-size-4 CF447 Rhino laser repeaters with a DPS of 2,642. It also has 4-size-4 M6A laser cannons, total DPS of 2,072, and an overall damage altogether DPS output of 4,714, 2,854 alpha damage. For cargo capacity, it carries 456 standard cargo units. So let's talk about the Carrack's primary purpose. This ship is hands down a fully dedicated exploration vessel. It is designed to go out into the deepest reaches of space, discovering alien life, planets, anomalies, and many other things. It is designed to be a base of operations from which you discover whatever is yet to be discovered. This ship is designed for you and your crew to leave everything behind and go out into the void and make it back in one piece. The defensive capabilities of this ship appear to be state-of-the-art, while cultivating every necessary tool to be one of, if not, the best explorer in the game. So who would I say the Carrack is for? The Carrack is for that organization or crew that wants to be the first to discover whatever there is to discover in the verse. If you and your crew or organization are the type to leave no stone unturned and no world unexplored, then the Carrack will be the tool that you use to do the lifting of said stones and charting of said worlds. Now on to the pledge analysis. For the analysis, let me start by sharing the cost of pledging for this ship with real money. During its concept, this ship was on pledge for a war bond price of $350 US, and now it stands at $500 US. The standalone pledge price is $600 US. Now, before you make a decision, you may want to take the following into consideration. Exploration gameplay is not yet fully implemented into the game, and in fact, many of its game systems are currently being developed. Additionally, at the time of this video, we only have one star system, and maybe one or two on its way very soon. So when deciding to pick up this vehicle, please know that you won't see it live up to its full potential for a while yet. However, when that gameplay is implemented, I can see the Carrack becoming even more in demand than it already is. So my final suggestions are the following. If you plan to play with your organization or crew, this ship is just a good ship to own in my opinion. What shapes my opinion is the following. Number 1. The Carrack's real world price to in-game price is one of the best for value. If you want your pledge investment to be stretched, this is one of those ships that does that quite well. Its UEC to the dollar ratio is 44,429 UEC per $1 US. If I am not mistaken, that may be the highest ratio for all ships in the game today. And to number 2, the Carrack has so much packed into one ship. You have a med bay, drone bay, snubcraft hangar, and vehicle bay. It carries a great amount of cargo and has great defense, including a very stout weapons package. There is so much value within this ship, and it's actually difficult and near impossible for me to recommend against it. Now on to its notable alternatives. So, for its exploration use case, which is its primary use case, I have listed the following alternatives. The first is the 600i, which is a luxury exploration ship from Origin Jumpworks. Though a dedicated exploration vessel, it falls short in just about each exploration-centric category there is. For radars, the 600i has a size and grade smaller than the Carrack's. Additionally, the Carrack has one additional medium computer over the 600i. Moving on, I also chose the Constellation Aquila. However, it is even less comparable to the Carrack than the 600i. Finally, I have some honorable mentions which are not yet implemented in the game. These will be the Endeavor and the Corsair. For the Endeavor and Corsair, we simply do not have enough information to perform a good comparison. However, based on the specs and the concepts for these ships, I feel I can confidently say the Endeavor will be more comparable than the Corsair. I'd place the Corsair directly next to the Aquila. Yet, time will only tell what that comparison will truly look like. So what I often attempt to do in most cases is find a ship that comes as close as possible to the entire use case of the ship that I am reviewing. In this case, I believe its closest competition in respect to its entire use case argument would in fact be the 600i. I personally like the 600i and feel that it is comparable to the Carrack. Though it loses in just about each category, it's not that far off. So for this reason, I would venture to say that if you are one to require opulence and the finer things in the verse, then arguably you may want to consider the 600i. The Carrack truly is in a class of its own, and I feel it is one of the premier ships in Star Citizen. So, that's all for this review, and I hope that it was helpful to you in some way. Please let me know your thoughts below in the comment section, and do not forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. Thank you, and hopefully we'll meet in the verse.